Hi, this is Sree from Techie Talks AI. So this is the fourth video in RAG series. Make sure that you watch our previous videos on RAG to get the clarity. In this video, what we're going to see is we are going to take our RAG system to a next level. Remember, last video we used JSON file store to store our chunks and embeddings. And then we use Similarity search to fetch the relevant chunks. In this video, what we will do is we will use Facebook's AI Similarity Search library. So instead of using plain JSON string file to store our chunks and vectors, we will use FAISS index. So let's see how it works, and remember the code is available in the description, and also the code has all the explanations needed. So we will see how it works. So here is the explanation. Here is our sample knowledge, which we are loading it in a string like before. So the knowledge variable has the knowledge base loaded. Then we do the chunking like before. That is the pretty print library to print the chunks, load and chunk the knowledge base with overlap. The explanation is given in our previous video. Please remember to watch it. And then we are loading the FAISS library. FAISS has got GPU and CPU version. We are using CPU version. Okay, FAISS library has been loaded. Let's see the code. So here, what we are doing is we are creating the embeddings. Okay, we are using OpenAI's embeddings to create the embeddings needed, and we are returning a NumPy array containing the embeddings. It uses OpenAI's text embedding AG-302, and of course it uses a dimension of 1536. See here. Okay, so that is the create embedding. After this function, embeddings will still be in a variable. In this function, what we are going to do is we are converting those embeddings and saving it as a FAISS index. Okay, so we are calling the library to get the index from the FAISS library that we have imported, and the dimension we are providing when we call the function. And of course, the file path where to save the index, write index. FAISS.write index is the function that helps us to write the index. So instead of saving the embeddings as a JSON string that we saw in our previous video, we are saving it as a FAISS index. Now here we are loading the FAISS index. This is what we will need to use every time before we query the large language model. So building and saving is a one-time operation. Whenever knowledge base changes, only you need to call that function. And then we have find relevant chunks. See here, we are not using the cosine similarity or dot product mechanism that we saw in our previous video. Instead, we are using FAISS index search. Okay, so what are the inputs? The query embedding, that is the question that we are asking this knowledge base. Then we are passing the chunks, and we are using the FAISS index. Okay, so let's see the steps. Let's first run it. Okay, so we got the relevant chunks, and also please note that we are creating the embeddings from the chunks, saving it, but actually this needs to be done only once. And also note that these chunks too can be saved in the database so that we can use it when we query. Okay, so we found the relevant chunks. Now let's use the RAG mechanism where we provide the relevant chunks we got from our previous section. Okay, relevant chunks contain the strings. See here, company name, we are using Gemini 2.0 Flash released last week. Okay, so here instead we could have also used OpenAI. Clear? So what is the difference in this video? We use FAISS index, Facebook AI Similarity Search library, instead of saving the embeddings as a JSON string, and also using FAISS Similarity Search. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or valuable suggestions, please mention it in the comment section. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. This is Sree signing off. Bye bye.